How the fuck are ya, you bottomless pits of wretched bile? Galactic Criminal here. Today we've got ourselves a very interesting one, a brand new project from Mr. Devin Duarte, if you are not familiar with him. Before this, he was doing, I believe, it was a solo project that he called Devin to Embers. I did a reaction to the song, I believe it was called Ragnarok, earlier this year, and I thought it was fantastic. Some very, very blackened deathcore. I likes it. What is also interesting about this track specifically is that it features vocalist Alex KOEHLER, of whom I was not familiar, so I went ahead and looked him up a little bit. Used to be vocalist for Chelsea Grin. Up until a couple of years ago, he left for personal reasons and was replaced by the Mr. Tom Barber. To be totally honest with you though, I've never heard anything from Chelsea Grin from before Tom, so I have no idea what this guy sounds like. Why don't we go ahead and find out? Worm Shepherd, Accursed, 1, 2. Turn it up. Oh boy, great open already. Let's get it. Yeah. I remember the makeup. So good. Oh yeah. Well, that was a hell of a fade out. Man, I liked that a lot. I liked that a lot. That, I was vibing there. Man, the mood on this. Only problem. Where was the solo? You missed out. Man, I have thoughts. I love it. I love it. The vibe, dude, the ambiance to it. The tone's just absolutely fantastic, but feeling so much more black metal than deathcore and other blackened deathcore bands that I've checked out before. You know me, I love me some blackened deathcore. This feels very much similar to Devon to Embers is what it was called. That I absolutely love. Like I said before, I thought it was fantastic, and now with like a whole band, very full sound. Again, though, only problem here with a track that's 5.5 minutes long, and as melodic as it was, especially in like the center chunks of this thing, and there not being a solo, you probably saw it on my face. I was like, I mean, like you can kind of telegraph when a breakdown or something is coming in deathcore, metalcore, and all that kind of stuff, and I was kind of feeling that vibe that there was going to be a really sick, eerie sounding, slow, melodic solo, big chunky friggin' solo in the middle of this. Again, like I said, it being like 5.5 minutes long, it's like, oh, they're gonna get this sick, just eerie, saily solo in the middle, and it just never happened. It never came. I was like, damn it, now I'm never gonna come. Just so great, so great. I mean, even seeing the thumbnail reminding me of like the style of corpse paint that he's got. It's so vicious looking. It's carrying a chain around. What a great gimmick, something to have on stage. That's really, really cool, man. And a great music video, obviously fitting the vibe of the black metal element, walking around the woods and shit. Just overall, I think this was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's not necessarily something that I've never heard before, but what they had to offer here, it's just like the tones and everything, the blast beats and stuff, the changes were just absolutely fantastic. Do I wish there was a solo? Yes. But everything else I think was absolutely fantastic. I mean, like the vocals are what kind of drew me into checking this out as well. Again, because I checked out the Devon to Embers before, that's what stood out to me the most in that when I reacted to it back then. I really, really, really dug his tones and the cadence of his screams and his high goblin-y style of black metal. Vocals as well, which were definitely evident in this. Wow. I was lost in it. 5.5 minutes went by very quickly. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Looks like they have an album coming out the end of the year. I'm most certainly going to be getting it. I mean, just from that track alone, I'll be getting it. So what the hell the rest of you fuckers think of this shit? Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, there'll be a link in the description for this video, so you can go ahead and watch it for yourself. For screen for audio, we get the full experience. And as always, have yourself a fantastic evening.